It is the most comprehensive study of the British press ever carried out, based on the evidence of hundreds of witnesses, many of whom were propelled into the public eye by tragedy and who were trampled. The press, Lord Justice Leveson said, had a vital role in British society, but with its power and influence came responsibilities. Unfortunately,
on too many occasions, those responsibilities, along with the editor's code of conduct, which the press wrote and promoted, have simply been ignored. This has damaged the public interest, caused real hardship and, on occasion, wreaked havoc in the lives of innocent people.
The press, Lord Justice Leveson said, held power to account, but had failed to do so in relation to itself. The present system of press regulation had failed. It was time then for a genuinely independent system of self-regulation.
The press needs to establish a new regulatory body which is truly independent of industry leaders and of government and of politicians. It must promote high standards of journalism and protect both the public interest and the rights and liberties of individuals.
The system Lord Justice Leveson has suggested in his report is a subtle one. It would not be set up by Parliament, but it would need to be recognised by Parliament. But unfortunately for Lord Justice Leveson, barely had he spoken than in Parliament the Prime Minister was expressing grave misgivings.
For the first time, we would have crossed the Rubicon of writing elements of press regulation into the law of the land. We should, I believe, be wary of any legislation that has the potential to infringe free speech and a free press.
So a thumbs down to the main recommendation from the Prime Minister. But will that response satisfy victims of press misbehaviour? People like Bob and Sally Dowler and Kate McCann. People who offered some of the most compelling moments of evidence to the inquiry.
She's picked up her voicemails, Bob. She's alive.
When it's your voice against the powerful media, you know, it just doesn't have weight.
This afternoon, the Dowlers' solicitor expressed disappointment at the Prime Minister's reaction, and another person who believes she was mistreated by the press recalled a letter she'd sent to David Cameron and his reply.
His response was, "As long as it's not bonkers, I'll do that." Well, I saw the report this morning. It doesn't look bonkers to me, and I think he's gone back on his word, and I feel betrayed.
Throughout his inquiry, Lord Justice Leveson was at pains to say that he didn't want his report, and this is just one of its 4 volumes, to end up gathering dust on a shelf. And that was the point that he ended on today.
The ball moves back into the politicians' court. They must now decide who guards the guardians. Thank you all very much.
Nicholas Witchell, BBC News, at the Leveson inquiry.